So let's finish up talking about the syllabus here. If you have any disabilities that you need accommodations for, please let me know. We can make whatever arrangements you need. Generally, it's mainly the tests that we need to do something with. We have a testing center. We can just let me know. The Disability Services Office down here in LDC is wonderful, and they can help you get to whatever the paperwork is you need, and then they let me know what accommodations are required, and we make those accommodations. So anyway, just let me know what's needed. Conduct and expectation here. Yes, I expect that you will participate. It's not a spectator sport. You gotta be part of what's going on here. You gotta read the book. You gotta do the homework. Participate in the discussions. Take those quizzes. Be active. Be active in your own learning. You should do well, and you should do well. Academic honesty. Don't cheat, right? It doesn't make any sense to let someone else do your work. You don't learn anything. You're here to learn. That's the whole point of going to college. It's the whole point of taking this class. So do your own work. Learn it. If you don't, there's consequences. It's spelled out in your student handbook. And anyway, there's some things that we can do. I've dealt with it before. I'll deal with it again if I have to. Just please don't make me have to. Do your own work. Anyway, some services available. There is tutoring available in the Learning Center, which is in Cascade Hall. The Math Center is part of the Learning Center. All kinds of tutors available a lot of the days of the week. They also have extended hours. Where's that little thing here? Well, at least last quarter they had extended hours Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings from like 6 to 9 p.m. or Saturday evening. 12 to 4 in the afternoon, and they do that in the library. So most of the time they're in the Learning Center, but in the extended hours in the evenings here, there's some tutors available in the library. That may be actually really useful to online students here that you might not be able to get into school during the day because you're working or whatnot. Anyway, so there's evening hours for tutoring. There's also e-tutoring available. I haven't ever had students tell me that they've used it, whether it's good or bad, but Whatcom is part of the e-tutoring consortium, and there's some links here. If you grab the off the WAMAP page, grab the PDF version of the syllabus here, and these are live links that you can take to the e-tutoring. Anyway, there's also the Online Math Center, Whatcom's Online Math Center. I will be using in my videos some files that are created with Live Math. It's a software called Live Math. If you download the Live Math viewer, you can also work with these files. They're all stored on my faculty website here at faculty.whatcom.ctc.edu. And you can interact with them just as I do in the videos. Anyway, some communication guidelines here for online classes. Communications with fellow students should be, and instructor, of course, should be courteous and professional. Some of your best learning aids are your fellow students. Treat them with respect, and hopefully they will do the same to you. Of course, you're encouraged to help each other with homework through the discussion boards. However, the quizzes are to be done individually without communication with others. If you need to contact me, you can do it in several ways. There's a messaging system within WAMAP. One of the orientation videos kind of shows you how to use that. You can also send me an email, wweber@whatcom.ctc.edu, or of course you can give me a call, and I think my phone number is listed above, 360-383-3566. Yeah, any of those, get in touch with me. I generally try to get back to people within 24 hours. I'm better at that earlier in the week. Once Friday rolls around, I'm not around campus as much. Saturday and Sunday, definitely I'm not around campus. I do from time to time check some things when I'm at home, but so the earlier that you can get started on your work during the week, the quicker response time you can get from me on some of your questions and things. Again, there are 2 times when I'm going to ask you to come onto campus to take the midterm exam and the final exam. Those are May 11th and June 15th. Both will be from 7 to 9 p.m. and I will let you know the room numbers soon. Once class starts and I get a hold of the people who schedule those things, we'll get them scheduled. Anyway, you of course need some internet access to do an online class, kind of goes without saying. If you can get Live Math Viewer, it might be good. The download link is right here. And you probably want a camera or a scanner. The quizzes are graded automatically by WAMAP, but it doesn't assign any partial credit. So what I ask you to do is any problems that you get wrong, snap a picture of your work, put all those pictures together in one file, and the very last question on the quiz will be just a link to upload that file with your work on it, so that I can see what you've done and assign partial credit based on that. Okay, so you want some sort of way of photographing or scanning your work in and turning it into a file that you can send to me. If you get everything right, then I don't need to see that, and that's probably the easiest way to do it, right? Just get everything right. That would be great. So anyway, next is e-learning inclement weather procedure. Yes, it's spring quarter. I really don't think we're going to have any snow days, but in the event that we do or something, for some reason the college shuts down, it doesn't really affect us. In an online class, you can still do the stuff from home. I do understand that there are times that people don't have internet access at home and they're actually going somewhere else to do that, maybe the local library, maybe they're coming in onto campus. In that case, travel at your own discretion on those days. And if it turns out you can't get to internet access, then we will certainly make sure that we accommodate that when if the time or if it arises. Really, spring quarter is pretty mild weather, and we should be pretty good here. So anyway, and then the last thing on the syllabus here is just a calendar. This would be essentially, if I were teaching this class face-to-face, this would be what kind of how many days I'd be working on each section. So you can kind of pace yourself with it. It corresponds to the weeks of the quarter. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. And these are the same topics that are covered in the sections on the WAMAP page. You can see the dates of the midterm and the final. Also, you can see the quizzes each week. There is a quiz. It shows up on Friday. Well, it shows up on the calendar here on Friday. It actually shows up on WAMAP on Wednesday, and it's due on the following Sunday. Every week that doesn't have a test in it will have a quiz. So with 11 weeks total, that makes for 9 quizzes. Okay. So anyway, if there are any questions you still have regarding the syllabus or how this course is going to run, please ask. Contact me in any of the ways I've mentioned, and we'll get you going. So anyway, hope to have a good quarter. As I've said, Math 142 is absolutely one of my favorites content-wise. I use this stuff all the time in things that I do. So we'll see you. I probably won't see you because it's an online class. But anyway, we'll talk in the discussion forums.